Okay, let me show you this. I had this, I believe it's a kohler faucet, and it started to leak from here. That's why you see I put some silicone, and for a few days it worked, but then it started to leak really bad. And it actually came out. So that's how I'm dealing with my faucet in this moment. And the problem is that when I had to replace this, I actually got a replacement that's not even for kohler probably, so it's not going to work. But I noticed that in the bottom where there is the connector, so this is what I was looking at the beginning, but where the connector is in the bottom, it's very difficult to unplug it. The only way to do that is probably there is a thread in the bottom, and I'm gonna have to lose the thread, so unthread it. Let me show you. Okay, first of all, here we are in the big, let me see from this side, under the sink where everything is there, and we're talking about this guy here. You recognize because of course when you pull it, it comes down, and it has this weight that is the one that recoils the top of the faucet back when you put it in. And you see what I'm talking about? That's the connector you have to the sink. And if you check that, I know the light is not very good. On the top he has clips, and I was thinking to remove it from there, but I cannot. And here instead, it's like a thread. So what I'm trying to do now is to unthread this and then put the new one in when I'm gonna get it, because I probably got the wrong one. You see what I'm talking about? This is the one I have. This is a quick connection, and this is not for this type of faucet for sure. At least it doesn't look like that. This is probably for other types. And I got just a universal sprayer because my sprayer broke too. And you see, this is the top. This came from the top where the clip is. It came out really easy, so I thought then the clip was coming out easily, but it's not. So I believe I'm gonna just unscrew it from the bottom, and I'm gonna do it in a way that I'm gonna show you later, because now I don't have the replacement, so I don't want to unscrew it. That's how I'm working right now with my faucet. It's not bad, you just have to be careful because the pressure here is very intense, so you have to open just a little bit to be able to work with this guy. And then I put a clamp there, you know, like a wooden clamp, so I'm able to work with it until I'm gonna get the replacement. So you're just holding it so it doesn't go back in. Or what you can do, you can remove the weight in the back, so it's not gonna pull it. I'm gonna show you how. And also don't need to turn off the water or anything, because you know the hose here goes in the back of the faucet. So if the faucet is closed, there is no water here except for the water is inside the hose. So when you're gonna open, of course some water is gonna fall, but the water is not gonna flow. That's the idea. That little, actually it's not little, but that weight over there, yeah, has a screw for sure right there, and just unscrewing that's gonna fall, and your hose is gonna stay up. It's not gonna pull it down anymore. So right now I cannot do it with one hand, but you see there is the little screw, so you get a screwdriver, you lose that, and the weight is gonna come out easily. I'm gonna show you when it's done. I was actually able to pull it up a little bit more. So now you have the ball very close, and you can see what it is. Ooh, here it is. So you see, this one is very heavy, and it has two screws actually. So it's even more difficult to remove it, but anyway, I did it. So you see, I got the new replacement, and that's what I was thinking. That plug inside there, where this came out from, has exactly the same type of plastic clips, and you press here you probably disconnect the whole connector, the whole fittings from the top. So I'm gonna have to put this back. It's a little tight, but that's what I'm gonna do, because that's what I believe it is. So that's what I'm talking about. On the top there, maybe you cannot see very well. I'm gonna try to take a picture, but there are two clips. See those clips that are holding it? And this plastic, it just came out from there. So I'm gonna try to put this back and push it, and it should release the whole hose right there. Right there. The problem is that you put your finger, it loses the focus. Right there. Ooh. So, yeah, if you don't want to throw too much water, I'm gonna dry it later. I don't care. I have a dryer. It's on the floor. It's on the concrete. But that's how it is. You see, it came out really easily because that type of plastic fittings, it let you push on the side of the fittings over there, and that's where it stayed connected. So at the end, it's not really difficult to do it. Probably the last time when I put it out, that clip came out, and I thought it was a part that has to come out. Instead, that has to stay there and has to push on the two clips inside to release the fittings. Beautiful. So now that it's disconnected, basically you just have to pull it from here, you see. I already removed the weight last time. Oh, that's the thing. That part of fittings, you see, it doesn't get through the curve here. So what you have to do is to unscrew that piece before doing anything. I mean, in this case, I can also do the opposite. I can go out from the other side, but you need to do that anyways, because when you're gonna insert from here, that piece is this large and it's not gonna go through. So you have to do it like that. So see, that's what I'm talking about. This part, the nut came out. This where it goes into the hose. This part is, let me show you. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. Yes, beautiful. See, it's just threaded in. So you remove this part, and then you can pull that side really easily. See, it comes out super easy. That's it. So now I'm going to replace the hose, and the job is going to be done. So you see here, you get a new hose. Very simply, you just go from this side here and push it down. If it gets stuck somewhere, it's probably in the bottom. It's probably not really difficult. You just have to go follow the line. It's probably when you exit, because there are a lot of hoses over there. So now I'm gonna have to put down my phone because I need two hands. Okay, so the problem I have is pretty serious. I cannot even put this back in. It's probably the output of the faucet that's really bad. But I noticed that I can do the opposite. So I can push this up from the bottom, this side, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna attach it to this, and I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna try to attach it with some tape, see if it works or not. Maybe yes, maybe not. I'm gonna try. So you see, this is what I did. The other one is already inside. So I'm gonna push it from here until I can. And then, right now, I'm gonna go. It will be nice to be two people. One pushes from here and the other one pulls from the bottom, but I'm by myself. But I believe still it's gonna work the same, because you see, this is the other one. I cannot just pull it too much because tape is not gonna, I mean, it's not gonna hold too much. But you know, ideally two people, one push it from here, one pull it from here, very close. Should be much easier job. See, I made it. So this tape worked much better than what I thought. Yes. Be careful that this doesn't get sucked in, but This type is pretty big, but the other one will be get sucked in. So now at this point, on this side, I just have to connect his own. I can connect the new one or the old one, doesn't matter. This is the old one, and this is the new one. I'm gonna put the old one and keep the new one as a spare. They're both good. Okay, then I suggest first I'm gonna put the new one. I suggest first to screw this here, and then you're gonna clip it in on the top. Alright, so we made it. This is new. No wish next time it's gonna break here anymore, but probably that's where it breaks all the time. But I saw it that in the bottom it's just very easy. Just push it in. You plug it in. This type of fittings I have, and it works really well. You don't have to do anything more than that. Beautiful. Let's see. That's what it is. That's what it is. In the top part, you just push it in. He has that O-ring. It doesn't really clip. It's just by pressure. That's it. Everything works easy and fine.